Alright, for the sake of the video and to save time, I'm only going to cut this once. Pay attention to the way I contour the edges of the tape. Essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to round the edges of the tape, like so. Both ends. This way, after you've applied the tape, it won't catch on your clothing and start to unravel. It's going to last a lot longer that way. The way you separate the tape is simple. You tear it so the paper frees up from the sticky part of the tape. Never want to touch the sticky part of the tape with your fingers. Fold it back, and then you have your application. Like so. Alright, what I run into a lot with people is plantar fasciitis. And for those of you that are not familiar with what that means, the bottom of the foot here is where your plantar fascia is. Plant fascia. Alright, so what ends up happening is there's stress along this chain here, and sometimes leads all the way up into the heel and into the Achilles. So I'm going to show you a treatment for dealing with plantar fasciitis or plantar tendinosis. Okay, so number one mistake most people do when they tape is they forget to prep. Always clean the skin, regardless. I don't care if you're fresh out of the shower. Use some alcohol. Get all of the oils and dirt off the skin. It's going to cause the tape to last a lot longer. Save yourself some money. Okay. So now that we've done that, we're going to lay down our first application. Got my tape here. What I'm going to do again is separate the tape like so. And then I'm going to lay the tape initially here, and you can see that the end of the tape is not sticking. I've still got paper on it. And then I'm going to put a light stretch. Fly, go away, fly. Light stretch on the tape all the way down the base of the foot, and if the tape comes up over the heel a little bit, that's okay with me. A little awkward doing it this way. Normally I wouldn't have a camera on me doing this. Okay, so now what we have is basically a base layer here. Now, what happens with people that have late stage pronation, which is going to be indicated in some of the images I showed earlier. Right in this region here is where your navicular bone is. And when you rotate down and pronate like this, that navicular bone slips down, puts pressure on the posterior tendon and the nerve that's associated with that tendon. And it's going to cause all kinds of grief. So what we're going to do is give it a little bit of support. We're going to encourage that puppy to stay up in its neighborhood. So what we're going to do, same thing, separate the tape, lift your foot a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and attach the tape. Look where I am now, right just ahead of the ankle bone here, you see it? And I'm going to put some pressure on it, about 50% stretch, and then I'm going to lay the tape down, and lay the tape down, and there you have it. A little bit of support here, a little bit of encouragement to keep that navicular bone up there, and a little bit of decompression that's going to go on the bottom of the foot here to help move some of that edema out of there if you're inflamed. Good stuff.